Assalamu alaikum and good morning, everyone. Today, our group will present our topic entitled Challenges in Trade Union Recognition in Malaysia, Legal and Structural Barriers.
Trade union recognition is one of the most important parts of industrial relations. Recognition means that an employer officially accepts a trade union as the legal representative of employees. Once a union is recognized, it can negotiate with the employer on matters such as wages, working hours, employee welfare, and workplace safety through collective bargaining. However, in Malaysia, obtaining recognition is not always straightforward. Legal procedures, court cases, and recent amendments to labor laws have created several barriers that delay or prevent unions from representing workers effectively. In today's presentation, we will explain the main issues, their impacts on industrial relations, and several recommendations to improve the current recognition system. Before discussing the issues, let's first understand several important terms. First is recognition, which refers to an employer accepting a trade union as the official representative of employees. There are two types of recognition. The first is general recognition, where a union represents more than 50.1% of eligible workers. This allows the union to conduct collective bargaining on behalf of all employees. The second is limited recognition, where the union has less than 50% support. In this situation, the union can only assist its own members with individual grievances and cannot negotiate collective agreements. There are three main parties involved in this process: trade unions, employers, the government, especially the Director General of Industrial Relations and the Minister of Human Resources. Our first issue is tactical weaponization of judicial review. Some employers repeatedly bring union recognition cases to court, even after workers have voted in favor of recognition. This causes long delays, increases legal costs, and prevents employees from enjoying their collective bargaining rights. The second issue is legislative fragmentation through union multiplicity. After amendments to the Trade Unions Act, workers can join multiple unions. Although this supports freedom of association, it also divides membership among different unions. As a result, no single union may achieve the required majority support for general recognition. The third issue is forced regression to limited recognition. Because workers are spread across several unions, many unions fail to obtain the required majority support. Instead of receiving general recognition, they only receive limited recognition. This weakens their ability to negotiate better salaries, employee benefits, working hours, and workplace safety. Over time, employees may lose confidence in trade unions because they cannot see significant improvements. These challenges also have wider impacts. First, collective bargaining becomes weaker because unions cannot effectively represent employees. Second, industrial harmony may decline as workers become frustrated when their voices are ignored. Third, employers face higher legal costs and longer disputes, while government agencies also spend more time resolving recognition cases. Overall, these problems reduce trust in Malaysia's industrial relations system and may even affect the country's reputation among international investors. These issues are closely related to several important principles of industrial relations. The first is locus standi and collective bargaining. A recognized union has the legal right to represent employees. Without recognition, workers lose the opportunity to negotiate collectively with employers. The second principle is statutory timelines. The Industrial Relations Act requires employers to respond to union recognition applications within 21 days. However, lengthy court proceedings often delay this process, making the legal timeline less effective. The third principle is the 50.1% majority threshold. This rule ensures that a recognized union truly represents most employees. However, when workers join different unions, no union may achieve the required majority. Lastly, freedom of association allows employees to join trade unions. While this is an important right, the recognition process should also ensure that workers receive meaningful representation and effective collective bargaining. Based on these issues, we suggest several improvements. First, the government should strictly enforce statutory timelines so employers cannot use unnecessary legal action to delay recognition. Second, the DGIR verification process should be improved through better technology, sufficient manpower, and faster investigations. Third, trade unions should promote union consolidation and joint negotiation. This can reduce fragmentation and increase the chances of achieving general recognition. Fourth, stronger legal protection should be introduced against anti-union practices so employees can freely join unions without intimidation or discrimination. Finally, more industrial relations education and awareness programs should be organized for employers, employees, and union representatives to improve understanding of labor rights and responsibilities. In conclusion, trade union recognition is the foundation of fair industrial relations in Malaysia. Without proper recognition, workers cannot fully exercise their right to collective bargaining. By strengthening legal enforcement, improving administrative processes, and encouraging cooperation among unions, Malaysia can build a more effective, fair, and harmonious industrial relations system.